she's too loose in her body, like, you know, you can tell she's getting ready to go, dipping her head down. Holding on to that transition a little too long. That's not gonna help her. You know, you should never be there for too long. If you're there for too long, you're only gonna drain yourself. She's using the cage to stay upright. Yep, nothing. Yeah, she needs to learn how to chain wrestle. What's up, everybody? Henry Cejudo here, aka Triple C, and welcome to the episode of The Aftermath, where I am going to be breaking down none other than Mackenzie Dern. I mean, this girl is a former Jiu-Jitsu world champ, one of the greatest of all time in her sports, but I feel like she has also plateaued. But anyhow, I want to let you guys know that this is only brought to you by JiMMYBARs. Get your Jimmy on, the best recovery sports bar in the damn world. Let's go! Anyhow, Mackenzie Dern. The first thing that I see with Mackenzie Dern is I always tend to study the position. Her position is off. It really is. And I'm not here to pick on you, Mackenzie. I'm sure if you watch this, this may even help you a lot. But I just feel like there's a lot of extra movements. There's a lot of extra movements where your body is never really set in place and solid here. And another, what I'm trying to say is your stance is not activated. I'm telling you, I promise you, if you move so much, you'll eventually come here and then you'll eventually start going. Activate your stance, number one. Number two, the other thing that was huge watching your fight, because I watched it yesterday, is you disconnect your head with your hands. You will hit, but you will throw your punch and your head will always be in center line, and that's a big no-no. You'll throw a lot of punches, but your head will stay here. In other words, when you do decide to throw punches, your head has to be connected to your punches. This is how you stay tight. These little details that I'm giving you right now are all gold. Number one, activate your stance. Number two, connect your head with your combinations. I'm not sure you understand that. Because if you understand that, man, like maybe your punches wouldn't be so wide where you're here. The other thing too is set a lot of your stuff up. Everything that Mackenzie Dern does, it's all being set from this position, and then she'll just blitz. But she'll blitz a jab, and she'll telegraph it. She'll make it look very, very, you know, I can just tell it's coming. You know, blitzing from this whole position. If you're gonna blitz, you're gonna have to blitz. You're gonna have to really smoke something. You have to really go hard and become that one-hitter quitter type stuff. And that's another thing that I think that she should probably end up doing is, Mackenzie, maybe you're not a combination fighter. You know, you throw too much power on every punch. You throw yourself a little too much in every punch. I'm saying is, if I was your coach, could I be able to pinpoint you and make you a 1-2 type fighter? A 1-2 type fighter where everything that I do is it's just two punches. It's just two punches. Because if you're gonna throw everything you have, then you might as well make it worth it. You might as well focus up on quality. But the area that I did want to get into a little bit more is the actual wrestling. There's things that Mackenzie Dern does wrong, and I can see it right away. And she's afraid to get hit, and that's something that she has to become more comfortable with, especially with her hands here. But she's afraid to get hit because right away when she gets closer, she'll like literally close her eyes and then look for that head and arm, which is not good. Because if I was her opponent, I'm watching her, I'm scouting her, I'm looking, hey, I'm gonna be running knees down the middle. I'm gonna just wait for her to come in, maybe bait her in to eventually come up, to eventually throw that uppercut, X, Y, and Z. Mackenzie has literally, she's plateaued. She really has. But I think I wouldn't look at it as if I was her coach or her, I wouldn't look at it as if she plateaued. I'd say there's so much room for opportunity for her to still get better. And that's gonna come with her stance, that's gonna come with her movement, and that's gonna come with her entries and setting things up. I would like to see more of this threatening, threatening the level changes, sticking to the 1-2 combinations. That's it. Sticking to more quality type things. But throwing here or looking or closing your eyes and going for headlocks is not a good thing. Or closing your eyes or going or shooting away from hell with your butt up is not gonna help you. It's not gonna help you, I promise you. There's a way of doing certain things. So I give my 2 cents on Mackenzie Dern. Add the level changes. Add the level changes with what you're doing. Bring your back foot with you in order for you to get closer to the takedowns. In other words, you're leaving that back leg behind. When you leave that back leg behind, Mackenzie Dern, you're gonna be in these positions. When your distance is off and when you're shooting from downtown, you're gonna be off from position. Get in the habit of doing what JiMMYBAR doing. A lot of what Khabib, when he was fighting, what he was doing. Close the distance and really using quality to find a takedown to eventually look for all your submissions. Whether I'm jumping back, doing what I gotta do to get the takedown. Another thing that I did see in that fight too is she will stay in position. She will stay in this position too much. I'm draining myself. You know why I'm draining myself more and more? Is because the opponent has this wall that's holding her up. So it doesn't matter what I do. If you cannot get this, Mackenzie, then it's just not worth it. Let it go. Start to look for other transitions. Don't be in a position for toxic. If you're in a position too long, you're gonna drain the battery, and it's not gonna help you in the later rounds, especially in the championship rounds. Again, this video seems like I'm really picking on you, but no, in reality, as a 2-sport world champ, just you know, as a former world champ, and a base sport like wrestling, and obviously I know you're a former world champ in Jiu-Jitsu. You really got to make these transitions. If you can make these transitions, the sky's the limit, but ain't nothing gonna come easy. You're gonna have to really structure your training camp just as you did when you're getting ready for the Jiu-Jitsu Worlds and things of that matter. There's so many tools in mixed martial arts, and there's so many ways that I feel like you're still growing. But if you plateau, it's because you're not making these adjustments. They're done biomechanically. So that's it. That's my take. Mackenzie Dern. This is Triple C, aka Henry Cejudo, and I'm out! So thank you guys again for watching. It means a lot to me. So you guys remember, there's more breakdown, there's more technique, there's more tactics, and there's definitely more cringe. So make sure to subscribe and click on that button. I'm out!